こんにちは。ジャパニーズポット101です。
おはよう東京。こんばんはニューヨーク。こんにちはロンドン。
Lower Beginner Season 2, Lesson 7. Make sure you follow the house rules in Japan. Hi everyone, and welcome back to JapanesePod101.com. This is Lower Beginner Season 2, Lesson 7. Make sure you follow the house rules in Japan. Becky here.
こんにちは、夏子です。In this lesson, you will learn how to give instructions using てください.
The conversation takes place at a host family's house.
It's between David and his host mother.
The speakers are a student and his host mother. The student will be using formal Japanese to his host mother. Okay, let's listen to the conversation.
デイビッドは毎日朝ごはんを食べますか？
いいえ、僕は朝ごはんはあまり食べません。
そうですか。でも、うちの家族は毎日朝ごはんを食べます。だから、デイビッドも食べてください。
はい、わかりました。
洗濯物はこのカゴに入れてくださいね。だいたい毎日洗濯します。
はい、ありがとうございます。
それからタオルはここにあります。自由に使ってください。
ありがとうございます。
Listen to the conversation one time, slowly.
デイビッドは毎日朝ごはんを食べますか？
いいえ、僕は朝ごはんはあまり食べません。
そうですか。でも、うちの家族は毎日朝ごはんを食べます。だから、デイビッドも食べてください。
はい、わかりました。
洗濯物はこのカゴに入れてくださいね。だいたい毎日洗濯します。
はい、ありがとうございます。
それからタオルはここにあります。自由に使ってください。
ありがとうございます。
Listen to the conversation with the English translation.
デイビッドは毎日朝ごはんを食べますか？
Do you eat breakfast every morning, David?
いいえ、僕は朝ごはんはあまり食べません。
No, I don't eat breakfast very often.
そうですか。でも、うちの家族は毎日朝ごはんを食べます。だから、デイビッドも食べてください。
I see, but our family has breakfast every morning. So can you eat too, please?
はい、わかりました。
I see. Yes.
洗濯物はこのカゴに入れてくださいね。だいたい毎日洗濯します。
Please put your clothes for washing in this basket. I wash clothes almost every day.
はい、ありがとうございます。
Okay, thank you.
それからタオルはここにあります。自由に使ってください。
And the towels are here. Please feel free to use them as you need.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you. Natsuko, is it true that many Japanese kids don't have breakfast?
It is. In Japan, it's becoming a problem that many children don't eat breakfast or 朝ごはん every day.
I read about a survey which found that more than half of high school students don't eat breakfast. That seems like a lot.
I agree. Becky, did you know that in Japanese schools, students have an assembly in the morning?
And they have to stand during this assembly, right?
That's right. I've heard of some kids fainting during these assemblies because of coming to school without eating breakfast.
That sounds pretty serious. I hope they find some ways to get more kids to eat breakfast. By the way, Natsuko, what do you usually eat for breakfast?
I have a light breakfast, like toast, coffee, and salad.
You don't eat rice, do you?
I don't have rice much, but the Japanese traditional breakfast is rice, miso soup, and grilled fish as a main dish, and vegetables as a side dish.
Oh yes, I've had this traditional Japanese breakfast at Japanese-style hotels. It's delicious. Okay, now on to the vocab. Let's take a look at the vocabulary from this lesson. The first word is
あまり、
not so.
あまり、あまり、
Next we have
うち、
home, house.
うち、うち、
Next we have
洗濯物、
laundry.
洗濯物、洗濯物、
Next we have
かご、
basket.
かご、かご、
Next we have
入れる、
to put in.
入れる、入れる、
Next we have
だいたい、
about, approximately.
だいたい、だいたい、
Next we have
洗濯する、
to do the laundry.
洗濯する、洗濯する、
Next we have
タオル、
towel.
タオル、タオル、
Next we have
自由に、
freely.
自由に、自由に、
And last
使う、
to use.
使う、使う。
Let's have a closer look at the usage of some of the words and phrases from this lesson. The first word is
あまり、
which means not so, not often, and not a lot.
This adverb should be used with a negative verb that usually ends with ません, as in 食べません.
You can use this when you want to say that you don't do something so often or so much. Using this adverb, how can I say, I don't study that often?
First, let's make a sentence saying I do study. In Japanese, that's 勉強します. To make it into I don't study often, you first need to make the verb negative by saying 勉強しません.
This means I don't study. Then we need to add the adverb, right?
Yes. So it becomes あまり勉強しません. Please note that you need to add あまり before a verb.
Good point. The order is different from English. So, I don't drink too much would be,
あまり飲みません.
and I don't work out often would be.
あまり運動しません.
Okay, what's the next word?
そうですか.
Meaning, is that so? Is it? I see. You can use this expression to express a supportive reaction to what you've just heard. It's similar to I see in English.
For example, when I'm talking to someone, I might say そうですか to say I see.
This is not a real question. The goal of the statement is to show a supportive reaction to something that has been said, so you should say it in a falling tone. Natsuko, can you give us a short dialogue?
Sure. Let's say you met someone at the business meeting and he says 私はニューヨーク出身です.
Which means, I'm from New York.
If you want to say something like I see, you can say そうですか.
But this phrase can be used to mean, is that so? When you're surprised to hear what the person said, or if you're wondering if it's true.
That's right. In that case, you can say そうですか with a rising tone.
Okay, now on to the grammar. In this lesson, you'll learn how to make instructions using the phrase
てください. In the dialogue, the host mother said 食べてください.
which means please eat.
Like this sentence, you can use てください to make polite requests such as please eat or please come in.
So the pattern is te form of a verb plus.
ください.
Okay, using this pattern, how can we say please write?
The verb meaning to write in Japanese is 書く. The te form of the verb 書く is 書いて
And you can simply add
ください.
which literally means please. Altogether, please write in Japanese is.
書いてください.
Okay, what about please drink?
飲む is the verb meaning to drink, and its te form is 飲んで. So the answer is 飲んでください.
And how can we use the pattern with suru verbs?
You mean something like 勉強する, right? The te form of the verb する is して. So you can simply replace する with して, then say ください.
So please study in Japanese is.
勉強してください.
Okay, listeners, now it's time for a quiz for you. We'll give you the English, then you have 5 seconds to say the answer. Are you ready? Here's the first phrase. How would you say please go in Japanese?
Did you get it? The verb meaning to go in Japanese is 行く, and its te form is 行って. Adding ください, you can say 行ってください.
Please go. Next up, listeners, how can we say please come in Japanese?
The answer is 来てください. 来て is the te form of the verb 来る, meaning to come. Then you can add ください.
Okay, now let me make a sentence that's a bit more difficult. How can you say, please read the book in Japanese?
The answer is 本を読んでください. In this sentence, we have 本 meaning a book, or the object marking particle, and 読んでください meaning please read. 読んで is the te form of the verb 読む meaning to read.
Listeners, make sure to check out the lesson notes where you can find more examples and explanations.
Listeners, do you know the powerful secret behind rapid progress?
Using the entire system.
Lesson notes are an important part of this system.
They include a transcript and translation of the conversation,
Key lesson vocabulary.
and detailed grammar explanations.
Lesson notes accompany every audio or video lesson.
Use them on the site or mobile device, or print them out.
Using the lesson notes with audio and video media will rapidly increase your learning speed.
Go to JapanesePod101.com and download the lesson notes for this lesson right now. Okay, that's all for this lesson. Thank you for listening, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye!
またね。デイビッドは毎日朝ごはんを食べますか？
いいえ、僕は朝ごはんはあまり食べません。
そうですか。でも、うちの家族は毎日朝ごはんを食べます。だから、デイビッドも食べてください。
はい、わかりました。
洗濯物はこのカゴに入れてくださいね。だいたい毎日洗濯します。
はい、ありがとうございます。
それからタオルはここにあります。自由に使ってください。
ありがとうございます。